Okay, so we're going to go into some Creativerse here. As you can see, there's different worlds. You have public over here. Lots of worlds. Recent is where you'll find the worlds that you've visited recently. Some of these I have been on and helped establish. Some of them Water Queen has been on. This is a place where she's built over there. I believe she's built here as well. Anyway, what we have over here is Xtremeidiots. This is a world that was created back in 2016, December 24th, 2016 to be exact, and we pretty much have the features turned off for a majority of the server, for the simple fact that the server was for creating, building, rather than playing it as its base was intended. Creatures are turned off so they won't attack you unless you attack them. Some elements have been sped up, such as regrowth and stuff like that. Gravity is turned on, that way less fall damage. You can move around faster if you don't have the pro set. And apparently I just spawned in a teleporter, so I'm not sure where I'm going or where I'm leaving from. Alright, so here we are at the depot. This is known as the Extreme Depot. This is Idiot Village. It's kind of a community build. There's been some builds that have happened here, but primarily a lot of them are things that I did just to get it started. Catching a little lag for some reason. Some of this you'll see later on. There's a lot here to take in. When you see these walls here, these are claims. Some of the claims I had to do to protect some of the stuff. We do have visitors. They do have to request rights to build. We've had some problems with people coming on and just deciding they want to victimize other players and steal items. And the other thing is we want to try to give everyone a good room to expand and grow. Signs such as that, such as this over here, they're done with the arc signs. Got a refrigerator right here. Shelves you access. F, that's the use key on here. Didn't shut it. And I'll take you over to one of our, whoops, got lost, one of our big builds. This right here, I'd ask Water Queen. She's pretty good with water features and whatnot, and making water do what it's supposed to do. It can be tricky at times, but in any event, I hijacked her little thing here and dedicated it to Madeline McCann, which some of you may know was a young girl that was abducted, kidnapped, murdered. Still a mystery that hasn't been officially solved, and more money than can be counted has been spent in investigating what happened with her. But I'll move on from that. We're going to go over now to one of my biggest builds, which is the Idiot Mansion. You'll see it popping up now. Give the world a chance for it to load. Well, she was Starfire, now she's Water Queen. So if you hear me say Starfire by accident, I'm talking about Water Queen. She built the road there. That road is pretty much going across the entire world, but not in its entirety yet. So there's a picture from the front. We'll go in and do a brief visit here. Add a couple water features on the end. Again, arc signs. You come in. We'll leave from the balcony upstairs. Kind of dark in here. Lights are lag issues, so the more lights you have, the more likelihood you're going to create lag. Inside swimming pool area, and then second floor is kind of sort of like a entertainment area slash kitchen over there. Got a fish tank. Again, fish are made with the arc signs, and we do have a pool table. And over here will be the kitchen area. It's a weight room slash exercise room. Dining table. Kitchen. That's supposed to be the fridge. We got a microwave going on right here. That is pretty much done with an arc sign as well. You see these popping up. Processors, and then you have a forge here. So we'll go upstairs. I'll give you a quick peek of the bedrooms. Try to do these bedrooms in a sense that every room was particular to a certain block. This room obviously is diamonds, so everything in here is of the diamond spectrum. And we'll close that door. This one is Lumite. This is found down in a corruption layer. Again, themed based off of that. And next over here we have our rustic look. Some features I've turned them off that way. This is the bungalow pack. Again, kind of like a jungle theme. Over here is iron, steel, bundle pack in a sense, but this you can actually forge and make out of iron, that is iron ore. And then this is kind of sort of the temple room. But I know I'm being pretty quick with everything. There's just so much to see on here. What we'll do is we'll go back here, and again you can see I'm flying with the wings now. You play the game for free. You don't get the wings unless you do the upgrade to the Pro, which is like, was $20. I don't know what it is now. Probably still is $20. It does give you some benefits. It gives you a light that you can turn off and on. Gives you more carrying room in your bag. Getting some lag, so there you can carry up to 60 items, and then the items are limited to $9.99 in the bag. So once you go over $9.99, it's considered another item. craft you have over here. I've done everything except for mud. When you're doing this, you want to look and see what you haven't unlocked, and mud is something that they just added to the game, so I've literally not made it yet and have no need to make it. It's simply made with dirt and water in the hand. Okay, so we'll go out of that. Oops. And then what we're going to do is we're going to teleport to World Admin. And you can double click it. And wherever you're at, that'll teleport you straight to the World Admin touchstone. And from there is the travel center. And obviously from the travel center there's going to be different points that you can go to. When you come in here, it's going to welcome you to the travel center. It's going to list your name. It reads the name of the person that's standing in front of it. And then of course Xtremeidiots.com down here. Now these teleporters are going to eventually all be moved away. This is the Fallen Member Cemetery, just kind of a way to immortalize our members. We got a mob spawner, corruption spawner. The Space Center is kind of something that was started a long time ago. One thing in here, you always have 100 projects and they never stop expanding. So you got Idiot Village and Extreme Depot essentially are the same place. This one takes you into mines that are there, and that one takes you into the building. Over here we have Christmas Village. We can go. I can't stay too long there because you need potion, or else you end up freezing to death. But you can get close to torches and different heat sources to warm up. So we are here, and again, sometimes you get some server lag, which is a big turn off for a lot of people, and it's understandable. The reindeers were added a year or so ago. They still have the Christmas adventure running, so you pretty much go around, you find Christmas boxes and you collect toys, and then you bring the toys and you trade the toys in with this guy, and he'll give you whatever you want. So here, the blizzard potion and then again the freeze resistant potion. So you can buy it from them or you can make it. I do have one little ride over here. I'm not sure if it's going to work today. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. But basically it's a big giant ski thing. Yeah, it's going to work. And if everything goes well, we'll end up into a big giant snowman. Yep, there we are. So we're in the snowman's hat. And again, I got gravity on, so that way. And look, we find a present in here. I'm not, I'll take it all. I don't really need it, but I'll take it anyway. And there is, I'll take it over. Put it in this building. So this is a Christmas theme idea here of Christmas Village. This is the inn, and I'm just gonna, oh, we've got a reindeer in here. I'm just gonna dump the items that I just collected, get them out of my pocket, which is always an adventure on here, because you're limited to how much you can carry, and if you're building, as you can imagine, you need tons of blocks to build things with. Alright, so we're going to hippity hoppity hop. And if we happen to see Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, they actually give you a lot. Try to come in from the bridge side. You can see them creatures just spawn there. And we're not getting a load on the other side of the bridge yet, so give the world time to catch up. Sometimes if you just look away. Alright, there's another present over there. Since I'm right here and they're right there, I'll grab them because I've got boxes all over the place that I can. Okay, so there was 12 toys in that one. Here's a couple more that just popped up. See if we got enough. There's some bread. There's 11 toys in that one. Then you used to have to find different elves in order to cash in for different items, and then they decided to put it all into one. Some of them was too much. Hunt all around the place. We're just a couple more away from being able to get some potion. I've got potion here. I've got heat sources all over, so it's not really an issue regardless. There's a package spawn down there. And there's 10 more, so we can literally go buy right now from him. There you go. So what you do there is go to your bag and you give yourself a drink of potion, and voila, now you're frost proof for 10 minutes. And you can imagine there's just got 30 of them from them, so that will let you stay here for a while. As soon as the Christmas packages go away though, it's an item that you'll have to make, and you can do it right from your crafting area with certain blocks. So you might need snow. This is not a present, it's a storage crate that I dropped in some time ago, and I'll drop some more in there. Get rid of the bread. Lights. And get rid of that. Molasses. Molasses and wheat is what you need to make the bread. So what I was trying to show you before we got over here and I got sidetracked was when you come across here, I'm going to go up so you can get a good look at it. This castle originally I built back at the Welcome Center, which is still there, and I blueprinted this castle and I brung it over here, and then I built it with the Christmas theme. And truth is, I liked it better this way than the original build. I'll show you eventually. Over the other place is where I keep all the creatures at. The creatures you want to have for harvesting different items and crafting other things. Over here is a toy factory that I built. And it's kind of something that just came together on a whim. It made a sign there, toys. It's custom built. You get the things you build, you can also upload to the Steam library. And here's a place to warm up. Not that I need it now. Santa's sled. Presents on board. I usually put a block in each item, that way somebody can't steal it. So what's going on here is, again, this has not been fully completed, and most of the time, like I said, a lot of things won't be. That takes you to the control tower for Santa's sled, and what's going on here is the toys are being boxed and they're drop down chutes, and they end up on this conveyor belt, and then they go down here, come out here, and from here they're loaded on the Santa sled. Up here is not finished entirely, but what's going up here is this is where some of the wrappings occurring. I've not got creatures up here to do the work duties, but here's the drop chutes for dropping the items down onto the conveyor belt down below. Alright, so we are going to go back downstairs, and from here we'll get a quick view. And there's a toy box. 11. I always throw things everywhere, so it makes it that much more funner when you're going around trying to remember where you put everything. Alright, so from here we'll close the doors. Alright, we'll try to close the doors. There we go. So, again, when you're teleporting around, you can use teleporters when you touch stone. You hit T, you hit T, and then find out whose touchstone you want to go to. Lovey-Ann. We've got a couple of players on here they haven't been on in a while. Big Cheese, Wild Bill's down here somewhere. There's Water Queen. Zombie was the one I was going to show you. He was building a big giant castle. Painkiller, obviously. We can go to his area. He's been working on this for every bit of the 3 years we've been here. And again, like I'm telling you, he kind of started over here on a whim, and he's just done so much work over here. It's unbelievable how it's all came together. Oh, he moved his touchstone. Alright, so that didn't work. So I can get to his area. This is the Welcome Center. Here. But down in here is a teleporter that should take me to his area. I hope you're not seeing a lag that I'm seeing, but you might be. So PK's hub, this should take us to his area. He's got his touchstone over there because he was doing some building over there, and it's easier for him to teleport back and forth. So here are some of his areas that he's done. His port is, you can see, kind of gives you a clue with the blocks. And you come in, teleport down, this takes you down to his port area. There it comes, it's loading in now. It's kind of got a ship here in dry dock being built is the impression that it's giving you. And he has a working area down here, as well as some other teleporters. Now the thing with the teleporters are, if there's no sign above them, you can look at them, and we try to label the teleporters where they're going to take you. So here he's got a sign, but he don't have it labeled there. I can label it for him, as a matter of fact. Alright, storage containers for him. Then surprised you don't have one to take them back up top, so we're gonna have to do some flying. Gives you kind of a look of an area right now that he's been working on down there. I'll take you down there. Lighthouse over there. He put this tree in right here. I've got to fix the water down there for him, so the blocks that you see in the water will come up. And this is Rockzilla. He's one of the biggest creatures that you can find on the world. You've got to get them to spawn. They're not natural, but there's ways you can do that. So here, this area right here is primarily where he literally started all of this. I don't know what that's for, so we're not going to mess with it. Stairs, stairs, stairs. Everything he's built has been massive. Well, that ain't where I wanted to go, I don't think, but he's changed so much around. It's locked. Yeah, more stairs. He's got all the doors locked. What a wanker. Climbing up. We're gonna fly off because that probably would have hurt. I didn't want to go that far down. Trying to figure out which way I gotta go in here. Maybe just here. He's changed it up so much. I can't remember how to get into the main building right there. And I just ran out of gas. Alright, so locked again. Well, I'll come back. You'll see it some other time. I'm gonna try to cheat. Yeah, this is where it's at here. Alright. Let's see where we can go to. Let's go to the Water Queens. There is one adventure that I'm working on here. I built over on Xtremeidiots World, and I had a problem with it over there. It worked, and then it stopped working, so I decided, well, I'll bring it over here and build it. This is Water Queens. Obviously, you know, that's where she gave herself her name, because she's pretty good with making water do some lovely things. She was building a, looked like she may have moved her creatures. Yeah, she moved them over here. I went splunking one day down in the lower section of corruption layer and got her all these animals, and she's like, where did they all come from? Well, I went down and caught a whole bunch of them and didn't know what to do with them. I didn't want them. Just bored. And so I said, well, I'll drop them off to her. Then she can sort them out, keep the ones she wants. Another little area that she did is pretty nice. And again, that road I was telling you about, there's some parts of it there. And if you follow it this way, she built a bridge completely across the ocean. I don't even remember how long it took her to make it, but the problem with this game is if you don't have wings, you're not flying across this. You could fly across it with wings, but there's a good chance you're not even going to make the whole length of it anyway, because you'll run out of fuel. You'll see down there the yellow bar down the bottom here going up 200, and then once you exhaust that, you know, you can glide, and then every now and then you gotta give yourself a bump. But as you can see, it just goes and goes. Got some land showing up now. I don't think she's done anything over here yet. She does have intentions on doing some building over here. You can see she's starting to transition the road into a different block. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to try to remember how to get to the adventure that I've been working on, and I'm not sure where I got to go. So let's go to, oh, I know where I got to go. We got to go to the welcome or the travel center which is the world admin. I guess I coulda, shoulda renamed that. And then from there, when you spawn, excuse me, just turn around and this will take you to the welcome center. This was the main hub area. A lot of these places like the depot and this area as well is pretty much areas where you can put extra blocks and people that may need them can use them. We do have rules. Some of these rules have been adopted obviously from the clan. No racial personal attacks. If you wish to build here, ask an admin. If you are banned or placed to visitor, you may appeal it at our website. In all fairness, this is what we offer. And then take only what you need, and don't forget to give back. Thank you, admins. Xtremeidiots.com. We do have several admins on here. Water Queen is one. Painkiller one. Obviously myself is one. And Airset is another one. I will take you to his in a minute after I take you to this adventure that I'm working on. I've completed it once on another world, and then I have since moved it over to my world, where I can of course better manage it, control it better, upgrade. A lot of construction still going on here. This mountain will not come down entirely, but it will come down quite a bit, and then I'll taper it off, blend it in over there. So this is where we're at here. This is being done. I blueprinted the build off the other world. That makes it easier to duplicate it here. And I'm going to take you to the front, because what's going to happen out here is you're going to enter the adventure per se. Over here where this light beam is going to be a ship. You can see it's outlined there a little bit. There's going to dock right here. When you come into the adventure, you're going to spawn in there, and you're going to come here. Since it's still in the construction, there's a lot of stuff that is and ain't. I might have stairs on me that I can dump out of my pocket real quick and give you a demonstration on what happens. So as you can see, it all highlights when you blueprint build. It's mass fill, which is a nice feature that was added some updates back. But anyway, you're going to come into here and you're going to travel down. Some of these features are going to tick on and off, and this is where the adventure essentially is going to begin. You're going to come into here. This is the main window. You're going to have a cell block here, and you're going to have a cell block. If I drop this sign, I think I have one in my pocket. It's already going to be labeled, so you're going to see it's already filled in. Boom, there it is. D block. That's Supermax. And then over here you're going to have cell block C. And so what's going to happen is you're going to come in. This, of course, the adventure's Dark Canyon Federal Prison is what it is. You're going to come in here. When you come in here, there's going to be different sensors. You're going to get a message here that says distract the guard by throwing a hidden pine cone in the chest. Well, there's not a pine cone in the chest, but there's going to be. And you can literally throw it. It's going to, you're standing here, so it's going to trip sensors. Those doors are going to open. The guards are going to leave the booth. You're going to come around here, and you're going to sneak in here, and then in this chest, which is not there, is going to be the code to get into this cell block. You enter the code, boop, 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 door opens, you go in. I haven't left these doors like this momentarily until I get everything set up. Then you're going to come into the cell block, in one of these blocks, cell blocks, is going to be Trog. Now, I'm pretty sure he ends up here in C28. You get his number, 028. You go back up into the guard booth here, control room, enter the code, boop, opens the door, and you go down, opens his cell block door. You go in, you tell him to follow you, and you come out, take him into the kitchen area, which is here. Again, it's not finished. And then you're going to grab him something to eat right here. You feed him, and you take him back. Now, from here, there's going to be several ways you can leave. I've left this open momentarily just so I can finish setting this up. But there's 2 teleporters in there. 2 different ways to escape, 2 different ways to get caught. That hasn't been set up yet on this world. It was on the other world. Same thing over here. 2 ways to escape. Now, tricky situation here is one of these teleporters, if you get into it, it's automatically going to send you right back to jail. And you're going to be in jail with Trog, and you failed the adventure. However, if you get on any one of these, one is going to take you to one that doesn't matter which one, but any one of the 4 is going to take you to a ship, not the one out front, but another ship, and you will have escaped. However, when you go down to find that, you could get caught again. Now, what I've done there, if I'm going the right direction, is I created a sewer system, and you won't access from here. When you go in that teleporter is literally going to drop you from right here. It's going to drop you here, and then from here you got to figure out which way to escape. And there's going to be 2 ways hidden in here to escape. They're going to be very tough to find, and one way will take you out to be escaped. One way will take you back to jail. So, with all this not done down here, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here now, and then I'll take you over to see error sets, and from there we will call it the day. Let's move on to error sets. He's got a very nice build over here, very detailed. Some of these people are very skillful, myself not so much. I had a habit of building things tiny, and dimension is something that I lack in, but it's something to pass time and meet some nice people. But you can see his build is coming into play now. Give it time to load. One of the things with this game is when you create blocks that are not from the world, you got to give the game time to generate the blocks. You can see his flag up there. That was something he wanted. I made that for him. But you can see with him, he went absolutely nuts doing this. He probably built the front of this 3-4 different times before he finally settled on what he has now. Very, very nice artist. Definitely artistic. So, here we are in his thing. His fish tank. That. And the same thing went in here. He dilly-dally around. Oops. He's got his doors on automatic, so let me try this again. He's got his little garden, little greenhouse going on here. The vegetables and the wheat are needed for making certain blocks. Feeding the animals. All the swords in the game have a glove for wiring electrics. Yep, forgot where I was going. So it's overlooking his water features. I keep hitting the open the door button, forgetting that his is set for automatic. I think he's got a pool feature up here. Yeah, he does. Now, the flag up there is created with arc signs. And then he was going to be doing some work back here eventually. Smokestack. He's did a lot of work underground as well. I'm not going to take you down there. That's kind of his personal area. It's still under construction. And this build that's over here that's transpiring is actually a friend of his. And canned ham. Now, I'm not quite sure if Araset just had him come make the claim for him, or if he was actually doing this work himself. I was led to believe that Canned Ham was doing the work himself. There's a ship being built on the other side over there with another one of Araset's friends. They're older folks. We do have a few youngins on here, but not that many, and obviously for certain reasons we'd rather have you play as a pro, and be mindful of other things. There's a lot of areas on the world that are literally wide open, so as you can see he's got claims here, and that'll protect his space, but a lot of the world's literally is wide open. So I mean, like here I actually have there's somebody that's here. This is all desert sand. So desert sand, what do? You build pyramids. Let me see if I can remember this guy's name. Super Lumite, Super Wolf. There's Taco Bill. Zen Soul. Brimmy. Yeah, I can't remember his name. It's Bald Jimmy's another one of his friend, Araset's friend. Fallen Alpha, so we can go to Fallen Alphas, and that'll get us close. Just kind of stumbled onto this game accidentally one day, and picked it up, started fooling around with it. There's never really much into Minecraft. I have monkeyed around with it a little bit. Alright, so from here Let me see which way I need to go. Looks like this way. There's teleporters to here, but I figured I'd just take the long about way. Water Queen helped a lot over here with this build. Jeremy has built a lot here as well. He is into the galactic builds. Great guy. Yeah, we're getting over here now. That wasn't too far. This area gets hot. You can see it just got a pop up down there, right center, and not hot enough to kill you, but if you bounce around, you can kind of cool yourself down. So here's two pyramids here. One was actually, the thought of it was inspired by a Call of Duty 2 map, which I got in here with the intentions of doing, and then had Water Queen come and help me, and it's just like went way up to the next level. But for you people that play Call of Duty 2, you might get what map it is, where you climb all the way up to the top here. So this project still is another one of those projects that isn't finished. None of them ever get finished, trust me. As much as you do, you always come back and you have another look at. I'll show you here. Without the light feature, this is what you would see coming down into the vault area. Water Queen again. Main vault. There, got some night pigsies down here. Shut the door. And then, see, without the light, this is what you got to deal with. That's how they're getting in, so we'll shut that door and keep him out. Light on. Alright, well, I guess the proper thing to do is to give honors to Jeremy is I'll take you over and show you what he's been working on. Same thing for quite some time, and once again, never fully done. Alright, now, okay, he's got a door open, thank goodness. But as you can see, get out of that, he's got a lot going on up top, and he's got a lot going on underneath. He's a tinker as well. So these were created with arc signs, vortex, and I was telling you earlier about Water Queen's Road. So here's the road, takes you into a vortex, and then in here is going to be a teleporter that's going to warp you warp you over into this area. Well, I think we pretty much covered a lot of stuff. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope maybe you liked the game. This is one of his pets who is hungry. And if you want to check us out on here, it's free to play. We can help you out, get you started with the items you need. Armor, go to bag. This is your armor that you have over here. It tells you how much of it's left. Glove. The loADERXI cell is for pulling blocks. Wiring tool. Wings and light, of course, is with Pro. You can activate and deactivate the light. And then every day you log in, you get free login bundles. And I've tried thinning this out about a week or so ago. I got to go back and do some more thinning. But each bundle may actually be particular to an event that's going on. So you can see here, this one has the Christmas items in it. Some of them have the Halloween items in it. And then we had a event last year for Make-A-Wish, and this was the levels. Each level we reached, we got a special bundle for it. There's always free giveaways. Of course, there's people that you follow on here that you can get bundles from as well. These here, when you buy the premium bundles, is the store. This is a free item here. They gave away a free item here. This one was purchased, and then you have different other things. They have it's a pretty good deal. There's 2,000 coins, 1,000 plus items, and 5 recipes that are rare. They have to be purchased. That was unlocked. The costumes, most of these came across as free. Then you have certain recipes over here, again, that you have to purchase the recipe bundles, and they give you a set amount of blocks, and then you've unlocked the recipe to make the blocks. So the industrial one's 5,000 blocks, 26 new recipes. Here you've got the medieval kit, 6,000 blocks, 20 recipes. Hidden Temple is going to be on the same line. And then there's this other Forbidden City blocks. Excuse me. And then the rarest of them are these ones, which would be down here. Overall, it's a pretty decent game. Like I said, the best part is you can play free. If you do have kids or relatives, you can actually get on here and play together. Just hang out. It's one of those games you might fiddle with a little bit here and there, and that's kind of what this is. Even though I'm telling you it's 3 years old, it's not that we've spent 3 years on the game constantly playing it. It's hit and miss. When you want to get on, you're in the mood, you do it. When you're not, you go on to something different. So we'll come back up top here, and from here we'll catch you on the next go round. Maybe we'll be building, maybe we'll be assisting in the build, and we'll have quite a few more people on. We do use TeamSpeak. We have a channel on TeamSpeak set up for Creativerse, and we get in there, we talk and plan on things. You can communicate better than typing. You do have chests that randomly spawn. In a case like this one, You've got the Rockster. That would be something that would be dropped from the Rockster. You got a recipe for a floor. You've got coal, which I'll take. You've got melted wax, which you convert in the well, you get it from honeycomb, and you melt down the honeycomb for the wax. Another essential for crafting items. Crafting pretty much done here from the hand. They used to have a tool. You don't need a tool machines to do it anymore. I was telling you about the freeze tag potion. These are the items that you have to collect in order to make the potion. The shrew tail is, you've probably seen back there a little while ago where creature was running around and its tail was on fire. So you'd have to kill a couple of them, at least one, to make 4 blocks or 4 bottles of the potion. The worms come from the lava layer, as does the sulfur, and the red flowers are from the tree. And anyway, I hope to see you soon. If you could, like, share, and subscribe for future videos. We will be live streaming at some point. So if you subscribe, maybe you'll catch us when we're live streaming. It's coming to an end here in 2019. New Year coming. Hope everyone has a very happy New Year, and may all your plans come true. Until then, we'll see you. loADER out.